Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my A to Z of digital marketing. I feel like this series is going to take a whole 1 year to complete because it's so long. Like everything about digital marketing, that's what I'm going to be discussing on this series. I'm just trying as much as possible to take my time to take every topic bit by bit so you can understand everything. This is lesson 4, part 2. Yes, lesson 4, part 1, we talked about building a credible online presence, where we talked about the different types of credibility. And then in part 2, which is this particular video. Now, if you've not yet watched part 1, please just hit the link above. Yeah, the link should be here. Hit the link so you can actually see part 1 and understand how we get to this point. Now, on today's lesson, I'm going to be talking on the different things you should watch out for when you're trying to build an online presence. Like these things are things you should actually look out for and make sure they are all intact so that your audience can actually perceive you the way you want them to perceive you. So before we proceed, I would like you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. Like if you really want to understand everything that has to do with digital marketing, if you want to get into affiliate marketing, like everything that has to do with marketing on digital space, you just have to subscribe so you don't miss out on any updates coming on this channel. Like I am willing to pull out everything on this channel, like put out everything that has to do with digital marketing. So subscribe, hit the bell button, like jam it so you get notification each time I drop a video. That's it. So I took out time to draft out some checklist on all the things you need to look out for when you're trying to build an online a credible online presence, especially when it comes to your website. It is very important you check out these things. Number 1, user experience. Yes, you know the popular sayings that says don't judge a book by its cover. Now, when it comes to your website as a brand, when it comes to your social media page or your social media handle or whatever it is, like once it comes to that point, please judge a book by its cover. It's very, very important because people come into a website and they just don't feel comfortable. Don't look out. So the user experience is very, very important. How you arrange things, don't make things too technical, don't hide things. Like when I mean hide things, you know how you go to a website and you're looking for that button that says click here to view this, or you're trying to click some places and they're not clicking and all that. Try as much as possible to make your website accessible. The user experience should be very friendly and should be accessible. It makes people want to stay. Try as much as possible to make it user friendly. It reduces your bounce rate. So bounce rate is when they come to your website and they don't even spend enough time. They go out. People would want to spend time if your website looks very simple and user friendly. Now, number 2 is run a 7-second test. Now, what a 7-second test is when a visitor comes to your website, try as much as possible within the space of 7 seconds for them to get answers to these 3 questions. Number 1, where am I? Number 2, why should I be here? And then number 3, what can I do here? Literally, people should understand these 3 things in within 7 seconds so they don't go. Whenever I come to a website, the question is, where am I? What's this website like? I know what the website is like, then I stay. The next thing is, I want to understand, why should I be here? Why shouldn't I leave? Apparently, a website that displays information to visitors in a very easy way, it makes the visitors want to stay longer. And the website will look credible in the eyes of the visitors. It makes it look like, okay, these guys are straightforward. I came in here, I saw the reason why I'm here, I saw what I can do here, and I saw reasons why I should stay. That's it. Okay, so guys, I'll try as much as possible to be a bit fast because there's a lot I need to point out. So number 3 is contact details. Try as much as possible to make your contact details visible. When I come to an Instagram page and I see something I like, I find it very, I lose interest when I don't find your contact. Like I don't find something I can, either your email or your direct phone number, I can just call and say, okay, I need this thing and all that. It's very important to make it visible. Even on a website, try to have your contact on your footer, on your header. Don't just go and hide it one place. People must not necessarily click your contact us now to get your contact. They should just see it. You need help, email us or something like that. It gives them that stronghold that, okay, you are accessible. We can reach you if we want you. We can reach you whenever we want you. So try to make your contact accessible. Try to make your contact visible on your platforms. So number 4, please speak in plain language, like simple language. Try as much as possible to communicate your product, communicate your platform, communicate your services in plain language. People don't patronize what they don't understand. If you speak in their language, what they would understand, they will literally patronize. So try as much as possible to cut all the whole big grammar thinking you're acting professional, whereas you're just being misunderstood by a lot of people. You need to check to be sure that you don't have any grammatical error or stuffs on your page. You will link your website to big platforms that you are featured in. For instance, if you featured in a newspaper or a TV show or something like that, link your website, feature them on your website. Like just point it out on your website that okay, you've been featured in this and that. It gives people that feeling that okay, this person is recognized. People know this person, and this person has attained this certain level of visibility for this person to be recognized by this set of people. Do you get? So it's very important if you've had anything like that, just feature it, point it out, and speak it out loud. It's very important because it gives people this mindset that okay, you're not just in one space, you're exposed. This one is very personal to me because apparently I feel like if I come into a website and I don't see contact, what they call it now, help, or where I can easily get to the customer care or something, it's a red flag for me. Like it's a turn off, a whole turn off. I want to get to a platform where I know that if I have any issues in the future, I'm not going to be struggling to get to you people. You're just going to answer me as fast as possible. In fact, I feel like a lot of brands, this is one thing that they don't really pay attention to. Try as much as possible to create a system where you respond to your customers as fast as possible. It's not about making them buy from you. It's about what's the relationship you build after they've bought from you. Is it that space where after they pay the money and you just forget about them? They send you email, you don't respond. They try calling you, your numbers are busy or something. It's very important you create a system where people can easily complain, like easily get solution to problem if they encounter any. Or you can even host an FAQ on your website, which is a frequently asked questions section on your website, where they can just go search and get solution to everything they want. You get, it makes them understand that you have them at heart and you really care to help them solve their problems. Email policy. Try as much as possible to feature email policy on your website. As long as you're putting a website where people submit their details, their contact details, most especially email and phone number, try to feature an email policy on the platform. People want to know what their contact will be used for. Even if they don't have the opportunity to ask you directly, they want to know what are these contacts going to be used for? Are you selling them? Are you trying to spam us, or are you trying to what are you doing with them? So give them that reassurance on your email policy that your contact is very safe. We'll keep them very safe. We just want to check up on you. Detailed product information. I feel like this is one very important thing you should look at. It's very important because when people come to your website, they have less time to spend. Remember, we talked about the 7 seconds. Remember, we talked about 7 seconds. That's what they could spend on your website. So it's very important to put enough information about your product so they don't have to call you to ask. Even if they want to call you, let it be that they want to know more about your product. But have enough information about your product that will give them the basic understanding on how they need to use your product or what your product is about or why they need your product. Show your prices. So I recently worked for an organization where I was to carry out Facebook and Google ads, and apparently their product is targeted towards two different set of persons. And they said they don't want the product price to be featured on the ad. And I was like, why don't you want your product price to be featured on your ad? And the explanation was that they don't want this set of people they are marketing to know that they are selling to this set of people cheaper. Because if the set of people found out that, you've been selling to us more expensive price, they're going to feel very bad. And I said, okay, you have to repackage everything and make these people know that you're buying something different. But we cannot just work without showing prices. Prices are like 50% of the decision making in terms of purchasing a product comes from the price, first of all. Let me give you an example. I see an iPhone 14 Pro Max and it's just sampled, well beautified and all that in the store, and I want to purchase it. When I come, I'll first of all ask, how much is it? Then maybe if I'm convinced enough, I will not buy it. But if I see that same iPhone 14 Pro Max in a store and I see a price tag on it, $50, now I'm not going to start asking questions. One question I would just want to ask if it is okay. What is the condition? Because the price caught me And 50% of my decision making in purchasing the iPhone 14 is because I saw the price and that helped my decision making. So it's very important when you want to sell a product, feature the price. The price is very important. In fact, the chances of someone that comes when after seeing the price, the conversion to the chances of someone to convert after seeing the price and someone who has not seen the price to convert, like the chances of the person who saw the price is higher because they saw the price and they still decide to come. But this person might just come because he felt like the price is way lower. So very, very important, please try as much as possible. So very, very important to feature the price of your products wherever you have them. Put the price tag, even if it's $1 million, put it. Whoever comes has seen the price before they come. Show client lists on your website. Try as much as possible to feature that. Okay, you have list of clients who patronize you, so and so numbers are patronizing. It gives people this feeling, this assurance that they are not the only people patronizing you. After all, these numbers have come to patronize you. That means you must be credible enough for you to have such numbers coming to get your product. Let them know how safe it is for them to pay with their credit card and how secure your payment system is and all that. It gives them more confidence to want to patronize and want to go ahead with buying. Because one of the things about people patronizing or buying through the online space is they want to be sure they are safe. They want to be sure they are secured. So that's why you need to give them this reassurance that, okay, any process they are carrying out through your platform, it's very, very safe. Maintaining a blog. Now, having a brand and having a website is very important to have a blog feature on your website. It does two major things for you. One, it makes them understand that you are up to date. Because when they go to your blog feature, they see the date you posted something and all that. They feel it that, okay, you are industry updated, like you are updated in your field and all that. You know what's currently trending, you know what's currently up and all that. And then number two, it serves as an avenue for them to get more information about the industry you operate on, about your product, about stuff related to your product, what you sell and all that. It gives them that avenue for them to seek more, for them to get more information about it. You see this 404 error stuff, it's like a turn off for a lot of people. When you're trying to visit a website and you just see 404, first of all, it shows that you're not reliable. Secondly, it shows that you don't even care about your business. Thirdly, it shows that me that is coming into your platform, I am not secure. I mean, if your website is showing 404, it's something it's something you really need to pay attention to and solve immediately. Have a social media face, like have a social media presence. Yes, your website is up, everything is up on your website, but also have a social media presence. It gives them that feel that it's a real human that is operating on this platform and they are always trying to update and keep what's new on the platform. It gives audience that feeling that these guys know what they are doing and they are doing what they are doing right. So it's very important your presence in the different social media platforms, most especially Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And then finally, website speed. Website speed is very important. Personally, if I'm to log into a website and it delays me more than 3 seconds, 4 seconds, most 5 seconds, I am off. I am completely off. So it's important you try as much as possible to make sure your website speed is optimized so you can have people quickly come in and get to see your product. So all these are the checklists that you need to ensure that are in place when you're trying to build online presence, because you don't want your brand to have one flop or the other. You have to put up these things and go through them and be sure that these things are intact. So if you need the PDF of this document, there'll be a link in the video description below. Just click the link and you can download the PDF for free. And if you have any questions so far, don't forget to drop it on the comment section below. I will try as much as possible to personally answer your questions. Now, again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, hit the notification button so you can get notification every time I drop a video. And if you really want to start your career in digital marketing, trust me, I will advise you this. I'll give you for free this advice. Join this platform and get as many persons as you want to get to join this platform. And here's one of the tips I want to tell everybody. If you want me to drop videos every day, please disturb me on the next episode so that I will need to have rest until I drop them. It's kind of like you helping me to be my accountability partner and me helping you also. Like, let's help ourselves. So you can just pause and be like, okay, pause me. You can just drop a comment and be like, okay, I'm waiting for the next video. We look forward to the next video and all that. And I'll be happy to make the video. In our next video, we'll be talking about customer avatar. Like, this is one interesting topic I would not want anybody to miss. Literally, don't miss this topic. It will be very interesting. Where I'm going to try as much as possible to explain to you how you can target the people that should buy the product that you sell. Like, target the direct people that needs your product. And I'm going to show you how the customer avatar will help you know that these are the people that you should be targeting in terms of advertising your product. I love you guys.